Bhagat Singh was an Indian socialist revolutionary who stood to activist violence against the British in India. Bhagat Singh was born in 1907 at Banga village, now in Pakistan. Birth coincided with the release of his father and two uncles, Ajit Singh and Swaran Singh, from jail. Bhagat Singh's father name is Kishan Singh and his mother name is Vidyavati. His family members were Hindus and Sikhs. Some had been active in Indian independence movement and others had served in Maharaja Ranjit Singh's army. Bhagat Singh's ancestral village was Katkar Kalan near the town of Banga, now renamed Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar. His family was politically active. His grandfather Arjun Singh followed Swami Dayanand Saraswati's Hindu reformist movement Arya Samaj, which had a considerable influence on Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh's father and uncle were members of Gaddar party, led by Kartar Singh Sarabha and Hardayal. Ajit Singh was forced to exile due to pending court cases against him, while Swaran Singh died at home in Lahore in 1910 following his release from jail. Bhagat Singh goes to Dayanand Anglo-Vedic High School on Arya Samaji Institute. The Arya Samaj philosophy greatly influenced him throughout his life. In 1919, when he was 12 years old, Bhagat Singh visited the site of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Thousands of unarmed people gathered at a public meeting had been killed. When he was 14 years old, he was among those in his village who welcomed protesters against the killing of a large number of unarmed people at Gurudwara Nankana Sahib in 20 February 1921. Bhagat Singh became disillusioned with Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of non-violence after he called off the non-cooperation movement. Gandhi's decision of followed the violent murder of the policemen by villagers who were reacting to the police killing 3 villagers in the 1922 Chauri Chaura incident. Bhagat Singh joined the young revolutionary movement and began to advocate for the violent and overthrow of the British government in India. In 1923, Bhagat Singh joined the National College in Lahore, where he also participated in extra activities like the Dramatic Society. In 1923, he won an essay competition set up by the Punjab Hindi Sahitya Sammelan, writing on the problems in the Punjab. Bhagat Singh founded the Indian Socialist Youth Organization's Naujawan Bharat Sabha in March 1926. Bhagat Singh also joined the Hindustan Republican Association, which had leaders such as Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Bismil and Shahid Ashfaqullah Khan. Later, to avoid an arranged marriage, Singh ran away to Kanpur. In a letter he left behind, he said, "My life has been dedicated to the noblest cause, that of the freedom of the country. Therefore, there is no race or worldly desire that can lure me now." In 17 December 1920, Bhagat Singh along with Shivaram Rajguru, Sukhdev Thapar and Chandrasekhar Azad, mistakenly identified John P. Saunders, an assistant superintendent of police, in place of Scout. After killing Sundar, the group escaped through the DAV college entrance across the road from the district police headquarters. Bhagat Singh had been exploiting the power of drama as a means to inspire the revolt against the British. On 8 April while it was session. The bombs are designed not to kill, but some members, including George Ernest Suster, the finance member of the Viceroy Executive Council, were injured. The smokes from the bombs filled the assembly so that Bhagat Singh and the have escaped in confusions had they wished. Instead, they stay shouting the slogans "Inqilab Zindabad, long live the revolution." The two men were arrested and moved through a series of jails in Delhi. The trial began in the first week of June, following a parliamentary hearing in May. On 12 June, both men were sentenced to life imprisonment for causing explosions of a nature likely to endanger life unlawfully and mercilessly. In 1929, the SSRA had set up bomb factories in Lahore and Saharanpur. On April 1929, the Lahore bomb factory was discovered by the police, leading to the arrest of other members of SSRA, including Sukhdev, Kishorilal, and Jai Gopal. The Saharanpur factory was also raided, and some of the conspirators became informants. With new information available, the police were able to connect the three steps of the Sundar's murder, assembly bombing, and bomb manufacturing. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, and 21 others were charged with the Sundar's murder. Bhagat Singh was re-arrested for murdering Sundars, and Charan Singh faced evidence against him, including statements by his associates Hansraj, Bora, and Jai Gopal. Bhagat Singh's life sentence in the assembly bomb case was deferred until the Sundars case was decided. Bhagat Singh was sent to the central jail, manually from the Delhi jail. Dear Bhagat Singh witnessed discriminations between European and Indian prisoners. He considered himself, along with others, to be a political prisoner. He noted that he had received died at Delhi, which was not being provided at manually. He led others, Indian self-identified political prisoners, he felt were being treated as common criminals in a hunger strike. They demand equality in food standards, clothing, toilets, and other hygienic necessities, as well as access to books and a daily newspaper. The hunger strike inspired a rise in public support for Singh and his colleagues from around June 1929. The government tried to break the strike by placing different food items in the prison cells to test the prisoners' resolve. Water pitchers were filled with milk so that either the prisoners remain thirsty or break their strike. The authorities then attempted force-feeding the prisoners, but this was resisted. Since the activities hunger strike had gained popularity and attention among the people nationwide, the government decided to advance the start of the Sundars murder trial, which was called the Lahore Conspiracy Case. Singh was transported to Bristol Jail, Lahore, and the trial began on 10 July 1929. Singh, still on hunger strike, had to be carried to the court, handcuffed on a stretcher. Bhagat Singh had lost 64 kg from his original weight of 60 kg since beginning the strike. The conditions of another hunger strike, Jatindranath Das, launched in the same jail, had deteriorated considerably. On 13 September 1929, Das died after a 63 days hunger strike. A request by his father, Bhagat Singh, ended his hunger strike on 5 October 1929 after 116 days. Singh was convicted and hanged in March 1931 along with Rajguru and Sukhdev. Bhagat Singh remained a significant figure in Indian iconography to the present days. On 15 August 2008, an 18-foot tall bronze statue of Bhagat Singh was installed in the Parliament of India. Bhagat Singh will